Well, first off, I want to thank Coach Raby from SUNY Morrisville, the Mustangs, being on the show yesterday. It was awesome. Had a great time having him on yesterday. And Bronny James, unconscious, had to give CPR, had cardiac arrest. I saw some idiots post that because, maybe he got the vaccination. He's a young kid. What's he, 18, 19 years old? Let's just have him healthy. Stop with all the other shit. This is a young kid starting at college, going to USC in the fall, playing basketball, the sport he loves. And, they'd call 911. He is actually the second player last year, Vincent Iwuchukwu. He also last summer they had to, he had collapsed on the court. He ended up playing 14 games last year, 5 starts, 5 points, almost 3 rebounds and a block. So I just want Bronny James healthy. 9:26 a.m. on Monday, unconscious. He's in stable condition now. Let him get healthy. Let him be around his family and find out what the hell happened. Because, young kids, that's something that happens. That's scary shit. Scary, scary shit. And then you see that Saquon signs his $10.1 million franchise tag as a running back. I saw Austin Eckler had a Zoom meeting. Running backs are feeling that they are being underappreciated. I agree. Harris talked to me that he turned down $26 million guaranteed. Yes. The thing is, the NFL is not, he's not Aaron Judge. And running backs, they hold out. He had his career high in, over 1,300 yards last season. So he gets his 10.1. And first time since 2005, I saw when Edgerrin James, they changed his 1-year contract. They added incentives. So basically, he has to rush for 1,300 yards this year. They have to make the playoffs. He has to have 65 catches. I want to see, am I missing something? I want to make sure I got everything here. And, $909,000 in incentives. 1,300, I said that, 65 receptions, 11 touchdowns. Last year, he had 1,312 yards, a career high, 10 touchdowns, 57 catches, 338 yards also, and had over 200, almost 200 yards in total yards in the playoffs, where he had 2 touchdowns in the wild card win over the Vikings, and then had 80 yards against the Eagles with a loss, 28-7. So it comes out to basically $11 million. He gets $2 million now instead of the regular season. I guess that's what they did. And someone said, so Shane put this up, and he said, okay. So basically he's going to get $11 million this season if he hits all those. He's got to stay healthy. He had his first healthy season. And RG3 put that he will make $29 million less if he hits his incentives than Daniel Jones will make this season when he helped get that contract. You know what? That's what running backs are. That's the world now. And I saw what Emmanuel Acho put that, $10.1 million that like he's complaining about. But you know what? It is not for long. These guys have a very short window. And Harris brought up that, he makes it an endorsement. Who gives a shit? This is his livelihood. If he feels that he's worth this money, then yeah, he should get this money. And I felt that, I'm okay with that he wanted more money. He thought $13 million wasn't enough. The problem was he didn't have a track record. He had a great season, but it was one season. And, you're afraid you're going to sign these guys. Look at, Deebo Samuel. That's, he keeps sending pictures to Kyle Shanahan this year saying how good he looks and everything. Well, you know what? The guy had a huge drop-off. A huge drop-off this season from 2021, 22 from 21. And I feel like in that case that, you got to be careful with these guys. They get the contracts and, it's put up or show up time. Just Trevon Diggs just got 5 years, $97 million, $21.25 million. That's not a lot guaranteed. So you see the 97, it's $97 million. Only $21 million with incentives. He could hit $104 million if. This is a guy who had 11 interceptions in 2021, 2020, and last year he had 3. This guy's played 3 years in the NFL. Okay, he's had 17 interceptions in 3 seasons, but I thought it was a drop-off last season. I thought he got burned a lot. Well, it worked in 2021, didn't work in 2022. He got a big contract, but not a lot of it is guaranteed. So you got to look at that. Zach Martin's holding out. He wants more. 6-time Pro Bowler. He's 32 years old. That's the thing. Oh, wow, $97 million. How much is it guaranteed? Not that much, $21 million. And, Barkley had a great season, and now he has a chance to make $11 million. The thing is that the franchise tag can attack him again next season, where he'd get 120% of his salary, which comes out to, that's what I was looking at. What does it come out to next season? It could come out to $13.2 million. It's another season, so he can make up to $24 million. Still isn't, that's a running back. And, he keeps saying we can replace these guys. We're going to replace these guys. But can you? Can you replace a really good guy? I mean, Barkley, when he plays, is magical. I really think he's magical. Thing is, can he stay healthy? He was the first one in today. That Harrison, he was the first one in today. Great. He knows he's a special team there. And if he wins, it'll take care of the stuff off the field. I mean, everybody says, I want to be a player. I want to be a Giant for life. Mookie Betts wanted to be, he said, a Red Sox player for life. Well, I think when you get a 12-year, $365 million contract from the Dodgers, all of a sudden you look at it and go, L.A., I love L.A. I mean, that's what they say. I mean, it's just a crazy day. What did today? Oh my God! And they talk about how the revenue isn't as much with the less players in the NBA than the NFL. But then you see a contract, Jaylen Brown, 5 years, $304 million, doesn't even kick until next season. And there's a trade kicker, so if he gets traded after next season, he'll make even more money. 27.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, a steal a game, 67 games. I mean, he's second team All-NBA. That's why he kicked in. You got him. You got Porzingis next year is going to kick in. Plus Tatum's. I mean, that's three guys are going to be making a majority of the payroll for the Celtics. Yeah, fully guaranteed. He's going to make in 24-25, 52.